Okay. Let's go get Kim, and we'll keep going. Glad you guys enjoyed it, though. Makes me feel better about things. Okay, is there anything on the balcony that's new? Anything outside that's new? Nothing. Okay. I'm glad you liked it, Bathrobe. It's funny, the first time I did that story, I was in... First time I read that story live, I should say. I was in San Francisco for my very, very first book tour. And by book tour, I mean I went to one city and I read in 2 different bookstores. And I read that story last. And my host for the book tour was at the back of the room. And when I finished the story, she just looked over and she's like, "Why the hell did you read that at the end? Good God!" It's like, well, I liked it. Hi, Kim.
Yes? What is it?
Oh, yeah, you. Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
She seems startled by her tone. He's an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
It's quite possible.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Okay. Do you have
Again?
anything to say?
I can't believe this shit.
They wanted a happy ending. Yeah. Well, they wanted a happy ending about from the reading, and I don't understand that. I'm not big on happy endings. I'm good on ambiguous endings. I'm fine with. And sad endings I'm fine with. Happy endings don't strike me as realistic. Like, if everybody rides off into the sunset and nobody's, having a bad day, it just sounds weird to me. A Spirited Core of 5. Can I improve that? What's my Spirited Core? +1 from that. Now, I have to have something else that gives me a Spirited Core, right? Drama, Half-Light. There we go. Except that already gives me that, so that's fine. That is a plus, right? Yes. Encyclopedia, logic, conceptualization. Another jacket that gives a Spirited Core. So, if I... Shivers or visual calculus? Nah, I'm fine with Shivers. Apparently it's only jackets that give you a Spirited Core, so that's fine. Disco ass blazer, right?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Right. There's something strange about this guy. Figure it out.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Okay.
Another life.
From where? Another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
He pauses.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
We belong to the 41st, right?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds,
Somewhere good.
okay. Let's talk more about the hypothetical Station 41.
Okay.
The hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. I don't like this guy. What would our relationship be in that alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Okay. Seemed like a bit of a drag. Kim's cooler than you. I like my new partner better.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered, but Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
Okay.
The lieutenant is silent.
Okay. Like partners in crime, or...
No, because in this thought experiment, we're all police officers in a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Okay. Macaroni, chopped hot dogs, and scrambled eggs. I can get behind that. Kim is very cool. He is, damn it.
Come on, stop it.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Who else is in the imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Okay. Effortlessly cool? Damn right.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Far-out son of what? Who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Okay. Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Okay. Thank you, Kim.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
Excellent.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Conceptualization is of no help. Right. Can't imagine anymore. Conclude.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His gray eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad. Aw.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the Hanged Man again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting... So, do you know who hanged him? I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
There we go.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
Yeah, super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
Okay. We're finally getting our thick head through the wall here. I was thinking of the same thing. We should ask him before if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
A Spirit Core playing it cool.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Probably not. Don't remember you from anywhere. Okay. I mean, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Asperticore just straight up gave up. Wonderful. Okay. You.
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they Avard's guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they?
Okay.
No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles.
Okay, good talk.
In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Okay. Meanwhile, Fat Angus keeps shooting you furtive glances and mumbling uneasily to himself.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away.
Interesting.
Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Alright, guess I'll look somewhere else. Right. Are you the dude with the unbuttoned shirt? Yeah.
Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the whirling in rags. Adjust your tie. We can try to make ourselves pretty for him. Right. Hello.
Hi. So what brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here. My room's upstairs. This is where I'm going down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke. Yes.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
Hell yeah. Tell me about the muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Okay. What'd you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Huh. And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Yeah. Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Gotcha. Your Sunday friend.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Okay. Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece.
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
Interesting. What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Okay.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
His lazy eye strolls over your face. So I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
Hey, Derek Ellis, how you doing? Let's give you a quick shout out. Nope. Buttons. There we go. Of course you've been playing Magic. That makes sense. Twitch added leaderboards to mobile. Oh, nice. Yeah, I noticed that the other day. Took him long enough. How did you like him? He was a magical bureaucratic. I didn't like him as much as I like you. I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust governments. Magically bureaucratic. That's a nice way to put it.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Yeah, fair enough. How things here? Did I hear you got a new job earlier? I probably got a new job. Don't know yet. Waiting on corporate to okay it. But yeah. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully. So, who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Ah, return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village.
Okay.
Or is it just money? I don't know.
And what are you, both of you?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
And what does that mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
No, that makes sense. Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Why is he staying in your place in the middle of the night? Oh, you sweet summer child.
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Okay, my character's a little dense. It's fine. I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
Okay, I need composure. Do I have...
Bye-bye,
Do I
gendarme.
have... Do I have something I can do to increase my composure? I must, right? Endurance, electrochemistry, drama. Come on. Something. Anything. There it goes. Thank you very much for the bits. Yeah, for hopefully getting a new job. Yeah, I'm severely hopeful. There we go. 1 to composure. Putting on those shoes. Terrible. Let's put this on as well. There we go. But yeah, I'm really hopeful.
Hi again, gendarme.
It comes with insurance, so that'll be interesting. 17% chance. Screw it, let's try.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
I can't believe we got a 17%. There we go. Composure finally figured it out.
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes.
Physical instrument needs some education, though.
Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
I'm not bringing it up. Are you part of the homosexual underground? You know what? Let's be blunt.
The homosexual underground?
The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips.
Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Yes, I want to hear more about the homosexual underground you're part of. Okay. We have to make choices here. Do we want to hear more about it? Or do we want to just call it there? Still costs more to give subs from mobile. It does, yeah. And if you don't have bits on your account, it charges you more for that as well. I think it's something to do with a deal with Amazon and your phone company in order to have the app on your phone. Something about handling fees, I believe. It's crap, honestly. Okay, no, we just want to know if you're one of them.
Well, I am one of them. One of the Sub Rosa Pleasure Group, congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
What about Thursday?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
He lowers his voice conspiratorially and looks around. But why do you convene? What do you do? I'm a little dense.
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Revachol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security, the meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage.
Fantastic.
Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
Yeah, okay. Does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold.
Wonderful. He wants details. Outrageously high, 20%. Wow. Good God, that is high.
We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries, of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric.
I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it. No, this is not me. This much fun should be illegal. See, I'm conflicted here because I do have a lot of gay friends in real life, while I myself am not gay. Nah, it's not me. It's fine.
Sure thing, officer. What do you want to know next?
That's fantastic. And I gained the thought about the homosexual underground. That's amazing. Right.
Bye, gendarme.
This guy doesn't have anything to say. The lawyer doesn't have anything good. Feels like competition is getting much more fierce in draft and much easier in constructed. Oh. Interesting. Okay, now that we have Kim, is it possible we can strong-arm the French guy?
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Okay, he wants half-light. What can I do to increase half-light? Currently I don't have any pluses or minuses. I got gloves. There we go. Half-light, come on. Gimme. That's a minus. Guessing no. Okay. Well, I got a +1 to half-light, so that's nice.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off?
Now, if I put a point into half-light, wherever it is, there it is. If I put a point into half-light, then I can actually do that test again. I have to invest a point to do some sort of event bonus to unlock the white check. Yeah. And you can check locked white checks on the map. Really? I didn't know that. It's handy. Okay. Let's level up half-light. We're almost to another level anyway. That's fine. And...
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
I forgot about telling him to fuck off. You could right now run around and do half-light checks open to you right now before investing the point. Ah, I gotcha. Okay, I see what you're talking about, Hippofan. Next time.
No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law.
Kim, I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. Fuck yeah, motherfuckers. It's not really my style. It kind of is my style. Fuck yeah, motherfucker.
That's the spirit. Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
Half-light's a little weird. That's fine. Right.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
42%. Make him tell you what he knows. Go for it.
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear.
Okay.
Time to turn up the volume.
There we go. Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it?
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
Look at this.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Let's see. I can say I'm gonna fuck you the rest of your life. Do you understand? I'm gonna put you in a cell with a giant kipped... Oh, jeez. You're gonna be bleeding. Yeah, that's fine. I've been to your lorry. I know where it is. I'm gonna burn it down. Do you hear me? Let's threaten him with jail.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
Green lorry.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Excellent.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Right, I'm going. And I think we have some trash to throw in. You guys still talking about magic? Excellent. Carry on. Do I have bottles to turn in?
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk
I
into
do.
the machine,
Nice.
and the money...
There's a spare $1.10. Okay. Let's put you in there. Okay, green lorry. Over. Whoop.
There. Do you smell that?
Oh, communists. Ooh. Smell what?
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent, reordering?
Okay. Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Can you smell it now?
Brain.
No, actually. In fact, you can't smell much of anything. Perhaps your allergies are acting up.
Oh, I failed. I needed a 10.
Nonsense. The reek of communism is unmistakable, and it's coming from that railing over there.
There we go. You mean mañana?
Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
Okay. Screw it. Let's go to communism. Go! Don't play Magic the Gathering anymore. Just watch it. Can't contribute much other than yell out nonsense. Nice.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Speaking of allergies, sorry about that. Oh, man. Attempt to establish contact. Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about.
What's that, boy? Yeah?
Thank you, Durgaz.
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
Right. Looking for some people who know how to really grind a sausage, if you know what I mean. I'm sorry. That's the best euphemism I've ever heard. It involves our mutual friend Kraz. Put your hands next to your head and curl your fingers like deer antlers. I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications. I'm looking for a secret cabal of mole people. Okay. Let's go for mutual friend Kraz and make deer antlers.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Grad.
He narrows one eye at you. Okay. I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while.
He sniffs the air and looks towards the roundabout.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm looking for communists. Do you know any?
Comunistas, huh? Can't say that's where I thought you were heading with this. Not that I'm criticizing. It's good for a man to take his time and think about the whole socio-political world picture.
Okay.
It's certainly been an interesting development to witness first time.
Kim is tired of my shit.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm not hunting, I'm trying to get organized. I'm on a sort of quest to develop my political potential and need your help. Honestly, I had a weird dream and now I need to get to the bottom of it. Yeah, I'm trying to get organized by them.
Oh, I see.
He gives you an exaggerated wink. Oh, God.
I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
Are you sure you smell like a communist?
Didn't realize you could smell communism. But then, I've never studied the subject.
Fair enough. Brain?
You can smell all sorts of things. Fear, disgust, desire. Not communism, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe it's not taught in any of your so-called universities, but there's definitely something going on here.
Right.
But you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
What's an ideologo?
You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against other theories in deadly theory combat.
Okay. How did you meet him?
It was late one night as I was leaving the harbor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket. Classic Sarameritian style.
Okay.
He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
It's funny their half-light's the one telling you whether you sense communism. Agreed. Sounds like he's trying to recruit you into the homosexual underground. What did you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Right. How do I find this guy?
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abadanais."
Okay.
And then he was gone.
What are those?
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
A tight half smile crosses his face. What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk could be. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows this ideologo personally.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have to say, though, it sounds like you found yourselves a proper hunt.
Nice.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Thought you were heavy-handedly trying to recruit yourself into the homosexual underground. It's always possible. He has been a little suggestive with you. It's true. I mean, I could always try to establish contact again.
Now's your okay. Maybe it's time.
And say, do you know...
approach.
I'm looking for people who really know how to grind a sausage.
Have you tried a butcher shop?
It's a great line. Did we get the homosexual underground thought? We did.
Maybe it's time to abandon this. Okay.
Comunistas.
It's a...
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting, chasing a job. I wish I could help. Didn't realize.
You maybe.
But you know, I did meet a Jen. I couldn't tell. Remember? And then he was gone. Been wondering.
There we go.
I have to say.
The man whispers.
But yes, we did get the homosexual underground thought. There it is. Doesn't give me any temporary research bonus. But otherwise... Okay, the green lorry. Green lorry? Is this not the green lorry? This is the green lorry. Okay.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Having a hard time remembering where we are in the game. Did you get the reality lowdown from Joyce about the pail? No. Okay.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
Try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering levers.
Okay.
It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside it's private, cozy, warm, dusty too.
Oh! I don't remember that. Thank you, Epiphan. Right, try the door handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
Okay. How are we gonna get this open?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
What, really?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
I mean, hey, I got a bonus because I lifted weights. Nice. Physical instrument. 1 sec. Allergies are starting to act up. Right. Change my shirt. Probably change my gloves. Do I have anything else that's physical instrument? I thought I had like a hat or something. Possibly I don't. Was it a pair of trousers? Right, nothing. Okay.
This screen found A to Z, contemporary.
There we go, 72%, that's not bad.
Looming overhead. Pry
Damn
bar
it!
in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass.
Great.
Goddamn maggot. Drag your ass to the gym and do some reps right now.
I've already done stuff at the gym.
Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
Hit it again.
Another futile thunk sounds in the brisk coastal air.
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
The lieutenant takes the pry bar from you and gestures for a step back. Then, with short warning,
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
I like Kim. Kim's good people. Oh no, did you lose one, Daragaz?
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Okay. Check out the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
Interesting.
One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera.
An autograph poster from back then? Jesus.
A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy.
Interesting. Inland Empire has not been this forward about my past in a long time.
This is LeftToeDjinn, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
Sorry about the sneezing, by the way. My allergies are trying to kill me. Sorry about that. There we go. Right. Untimely death. What happened to her?
She
Thank you,
wasted
Morrison.
away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine and morphine.
Ooh.
She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
Cocaine and morphine. She wouldn't know if she was coming or going. Good God. Right. Enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Right. Examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Fair. This thing is accurate. Do you hit a button or is it voice activated? Yeah, the bot does a good job.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Interesting. Why would she need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
Okay.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
Interesting. Is there anything we can do with it?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
Fair enough. What else is here?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes.
Right, check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
Okay.
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Interesting. And we are looking for a scuffed shoe, so okay. Continue.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
It would also roll off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
He likes where this is going.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lenses. The missing 8th Hardy was here. She's also the one running a drug trade. What a handful.
Now we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire union's involved, maybe even all of Martinez. Look around suspiciously. Not necessarily. Later driver could have kept the whole drug trade secret. That would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions. What did Joyce tell us? It's been a while. It would fit. Yeah, okay, Joyce, the investigator from the company. Right. It would fit, but I don't want to make assumptions.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling.
Right. Pull out the
from the
toolbox.
wall. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Unfold the newspaper.
It's an issue of Petit Feric from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system.
I'm guessing that's going to be handy when we get the dial.
The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
His voice trails off. Right, push the toolbox back in.
The pull-out toolbox slides back
And
into
close
its
the door.
spec and close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Okay. What you got, Kim?
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
When's the last time I saved? Apparently this is fine. Can I? Can't quick save. Okay. It said it encountered an error, and it wanted me to send them a message, so I did. But... okay. Look like you got a thought or something just as the dialogue was popping. Oh, that might have been it. That very much might have been it. So it's possible I'm now not going to get that thought because glitch. Because Kim wanted to talk. Right. We're finished here. Go quickly debrief and go over what we found so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Saw the white screen. Yeah. No idea. Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Okay.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
Fair. Brain?
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
That's fair.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Brain?
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
Fair enough.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
Okay.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this? Screw it, let's ask.
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Fair. A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well,
He doesn't say more.
Unimportant.
That's fair, it is unimportant. But, turns out this is connected to the Union.
like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Yeah, okay. Will RCM open an investigation into it?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Yeah, fair enough.
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we're done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over.
Debrief over. After you.
Right. So it's possible I got a thought or something after leaving the lorry behind, but yeah, I have no idea. That was interesting. Okay, there's that guy. There's this asshole. And wants to go talk to Joyce. Let's go do that. And then I may have to call it because my nose is trying to kill me. Sorry about that. Also, I was giving thought about what game to play on Wednesday. And there's an interesting one that I came across that involves...
There it is again. There's a spectral scent haunting this pair, no doubt. And it smells like...
Rhetoric really wants me to find communists. It involves executions, which is interesting. It's a story game, but I don't know. I'm looking into it. I'm thinking about it. I'll put it up on Discord, see what people think.
Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides of capital.
Close your eyes, take a deep breath.
What do you smell?
What do I smell?
Nothing. Or at least nothing in particular. As far as you're concerned, your nose seems to be purely decorative.
My perception is crap.
Absolute rubbish. Your politico-olfactory cortex doesn't deceive you. The smell is coming from that balcony over there.
From Cindy?
Certainement. A precocious communist youth. A symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters.
Yeah, okay.
A chance to establish contact with the future. What a beautiful, terrible thought.
Just kill your nose. There you go. Well, let's go talk to Cindy then before we go bug Joyce. I think just out this way. And yes, okay. Hello.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
That conceptualization check is fucking impossible. Impossible is correct. Wow. Anyway, attempt to establish contact. Hey, sister, let's talk politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
She squints at you suspiciously. I'm looking for comrades to help me fire up the great Mazovian sausage grinder. Will you help me? One of the union guys says there's someone trying to organize an underground revolutionary cell. My nose told me you were also a communist. We should team up. And there's always the mole people. Yeah, the union guys. That sounds normal.
An underground cell? My. Sounds big time.
Okay.
Sure. I know someone who'd love to talk the ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban.
Who's Steban?
A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
What, really? Does the Steban happen to have a jacket like this? Show her the white jacket.
He might.
Will you help me find him?
No.
What's with the sausage grinder? So, it was something that one of the previous communists from the revolution, would say, grinding up the bourgeoisie, making a sausage out of them, something about that. And the name they keep mentioning is the name of that leader, I think, as far as my understanding goes.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
I can offer her a bribe. Offering her a bribe wouldn't really work, though. That's capitalist. Right. Tell me what you want me to do.
A wicked grin extends across her face. A laughing skull. Death hilarious. This is gonna be bad.
Great.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
This is no way to treat your revolutionary brother.
Wrong! This is exactly how I treat my little brother.
I can oink, or I can say I'm not going to oink for you. Screw it. We're doing it.
There, that wasn't so bad, was it?
The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
He is so disappointed with us.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching. Sort of.
Very close to Karl Marx. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Steban's group meets only at night. In an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight.
Okay.
Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
Okay. What else can you tell me about Steban?
Just that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing. The rest, you'll have to see for yourself.
Why do I feel like there's a catch?
Oh, smart pig. Because there is. See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without one.
Okay. The lieutenant clears his throat.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but I wonder whether it might have something to do with that phrase Mañana mentioned overhearing.
I was about to say that.
Of course you were, Detective. Apologies for interrupting.
The lieutenant smiles to himself. Brian?
No, you weren't. Otherwise, you would have said it. In truth, it was quite beyond your associative powers.
It was only barely beyond my associative powers.
Guess this is what happens when two pigs put their heads together.
She seems slightly disappointed.
That's enough. Off with you then.
Right. Eventually, I would like to get my conceptualization high enough to do this, but I can't. So, can I get in here? You. Okay. Is there something I can put on to help? I'm guessing it's physical instrument that I'm looking for. Possibly, what is that? Manipulation? Something? Ah. Yeah, my allergies are trying to kill me. Right. Downstairs we go. Loading. Okay. Now let's go talk to Joyce. See what she has to say. Hi, Joyce. Oh. Shadows on the water, green plants under the calm surface. Yeah, okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge. So proud.
I love you did.
She inspects the piece of blue plastic, her eyes scanning from left to right.
She is memorizing your badge number.
Thank you, Logic.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Frater?
How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen his badge?
I've already got your information, though, because I convinced you.
The goalposts have moved,
Didn't I?
Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
Okay. I guess the probe will be done soon.
I am glad to hear that. Because let me tell you, we are in dire waters. The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you.
She's holding out.
Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile? Tea, perhaps?
Okay, I did speak with the lorryman.
Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
What exactly are your eyes?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
Brain?
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. That would give them a read on the entire quarter.
Fair enough.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
There is.
She's trying to conceal her excitement, but the slight glimmer in her green eyes tells you otherwise.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
I'm glad Kim's here. He knows these things.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Excellent.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Go on.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Iron and strawberries. Thank you, Half-Light. Already heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike, but I need your testimony. Right. What about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Interesting.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Sure.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Right, so I heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike, and now I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Okay, so that would be the guy that they lynched. Momentary lapse of faith.
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Okay.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Gotcha. Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
I've met some of them before.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
That's not good.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have
Excuse me.
trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Right, fair enough.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him.
Had it coming at that point. Carry on.
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
Okay. What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Interesting.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Gotcha. Brain?
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
Okay. I have to say, this is not Disco. Maybe the investigations can team up, share resources and intelligence. Huh. Right, you've made a mess here.
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before Crenell indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
And then we get our war.
The Debarders have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Gotcha.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
Okay. Brain?
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's 2nd largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Gotcha.
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
Okay.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Gotcha. Confrontation's inevitable. Pretty bleak scenario describing. I can't see it happening. Too many things would have to go wrong. It's a bleak scenario.
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Lieutenant W. Frater de Bois.
In other words, these people are the bee's knees. Thank you, Bornson.
All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Okay. What can you tell me about Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Okay.
Down a deep, black well.
Thank you, Inland.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities,
Gotcha.
escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Exactly.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay then. Anything else?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
Fair enough.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
True.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP now?
Fair question.
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Could you contact the company, tell them to call them off? Probably not.
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
Gotcha. Brain?
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
You said the deceased assaulted a woman. We knew about this already.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Yeah, okay. Who did the passing on?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
Okay. And what did the teenagers say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
Fair.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Yes.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Yes, we did. We absolutely did when we interviewed the people that we thought were suspects. Why didn't you write that down, Kim?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Okay. And who was the woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Right.
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel.
Thank you, Inland. The colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
Okay.
You don't know how you know. It's not written on her face, nor in her voice. But she had sympathy for this man.
You liked him.
Liked is a bit strong. He was the most charismatic among them. He handled all the talking. His departure left a major gap in the group's communication skills.
I could see that. His name was?
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Okay. Tell me about the others.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
Interesting.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
There's a pang of regret in her voice.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
Okay.
That's all right, ma'am. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
Fair.
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Okay, fair enough.
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Odanese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own.
Yeah, fair enough.
In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Okay. So where are the remaining 2 mercs?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
Okay.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Fair enough. We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Okay, a good chance to logic it out. Where are the mercenaries?
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Excellent.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
Right. One is the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbor gates.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Okay.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a border keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
Right. One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Interesting.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
Okay. More questions.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
Okay.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
Great. 5 days from the start or 5 days from now? Inland, tell me more.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Excellent. Well, that's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Tell me about the tattoos on the body.
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo and holds it in her hands.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet and observe the woman's expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Okay.
She has no excessive emotions for this cadaver. Has she seen dead bodies before? It's likely.
Okay. What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points at the one on the photo paper.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Okay. Apparently like vias on a microcircuit?
Close. Port cities. This is an Odanese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
Okay. What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oranese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
Okay.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
She points to his heart. What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
Interesting. Brain, tell me more.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
Okay.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Fair enough.
In Martinez, looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside, there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
Okay. This man is no brother of mine, but this is his service history. Makes sense.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
Makes sense.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas.
Right. We already know the use. Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Yeah, good point.
It could go this or the other way. Maybe if you're tactful, it could be beneficial.
Tactful. There's a thought. It won't work that way, but there's a thought.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
Might die. Fair enough. Brain.
Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
Oh, God. Right. I'll mark it down. We'll ask him.
Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
Fair point.
We will be careful, ma'am.
And just because it's there, what's the use of the map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad.
Oh.
This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Interesting.
Where is he now?
Okay. This one is going nowhere but the morgue. I've spoken to him. For now, the soul is fastened inside his corpse. Screw it. They already know we're nuts.
That is precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps. A fear of drowning within one's own corpse.
Wow, that's bleak. Okay. That's all for the tattoos.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Possibly I've got questions about reality?
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
If I had better conceptualization, I could probably do something with this. I don't. We're gonna
Glad to
conclude.
have been.
Right. And I think with a whole list of things that we can do next time, I think we're going to call it there. We are going to be back on Friday with this, hopefully. I've been having a lot of shit going on lately, but I think that's the check that needs Jemez-vous. Oh! Okay, Hippofan, I will write that down. Matter of fact, I think we have a point. We have several points. Right, let's unlock this. And there we go. Let's internalize Jemez-vous while we're here. That's fine. But all good. Go ahead and save. There we go. Now I won't forget to do it next time. But thank you for that, Hippofan. I will be back Friday for sure. Wednesday, I hope to do a random game. I'll post in the Discord about it because it does have some things that some people might be uncomfortable with. But it does look interesting in its own way as well. So it's one of those. But hopefully you guys had fun. There's nobody on. Let's raid Salford. She's fun. You guys will like her. She's playing Crossroads Inn. It looked interesting when I was bugging her earlier as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. But I have been LeftToeDjinn. I will see you guys hopefully Wednesday, probably Friday, and we'll carry on from there. But I got heaps if you want suggestions. Yes, please. Karen, if you want to join in on the Discord channel, it's linked down in the About section. Please. I want all of the suggestions. All of them. Perpetual suggestions. But hopefully you guys had fun. I have been LeftToeDjinn. I will see you guys next time. Have an excellent night. Bye-bye.